Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. Oh, boy. Couple updates on the Abigail scandal. This is, of course, Clare and Dale breaking up. What does Abigail have to do with it? Was she in the know? Did Dale cheat on Clare with Abigail? We'll get into all that. And some people leave comments, very, very few of you, that say, Dave, this isn't a big story. What are you doing? And I have to tell you, look at the numbers. People want to watch this. People want to talk about it. We've got people taking sides. I'll share what Bennett said, Dale's friend, trying to compliment Dale, but also in that compliment, there was some problems. We'll talk about that. And then we'll share what Clare said over the weekend on her Instagram stories. A lot of people are talking while not talking. There's a lot being said while nothing's being said. Do me a favor, like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll get into all of this. I even got criticism from somebody that says, why are you calling it Abigail? That makes it seem like Abigail's the homewrecker, like she was at fault. And I'm like, look, Abigail sounds like Abigail. She's in the center of it. It's called Abigail because... Abigail, like, should she abdicate the throne? Is that a term? It's called Abigail because Clare tagged Abigail in this post saying she didn't want to talk about her relationship with Dale. And then people realized what actually went down is that Abigail and Dale might have hooked up, might not have, and Clare found out. Whether the rumors are true, we don't know, but that's what we're talking about. Do me a favor, go to patreon.com/Dave Neal if you want bonus content. Every week I release bonus content. That's Andrew Yang. That's not bonus content at all. Let me get that out of the way. 1 second. You can see what I'm doing in my off time. Watching photos of the Yang Gang. That's right, folks. So here it is. Here's the bonus content. We shoot this live. Every week I do a bonus behind the scenes video. I'm talking about a new YouTube channel I'm considering creating and which leads reached out to me this week. You might be surprised what they had to say. Keep it on the Patreon. Don't share that with others. That's a private membership only community. Go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. All right. So quick review. Like I said, she tagged Abigail. It wasn't an accident. She didn't follow Abigail beforehand. She clearly tagged her, then untagged her. And it's due to this Demois article, or whatever you want to call it, Demois posts unverified tea. A Bachelor fan favorite hooked up with a Bachelor Nation recent winner who may or may not have been on a break earlier this year. A Bachelor favorite, not a Bachelor fan favorite. One of them is on Paradise right now, but the producers won't mess up her good girl edit, so everyone assumed this was Abigail, and then everything went from there. An update. Another source says that they were together at the time, Clare and Dale, and then Clare has unfollowed Dale, and it's getting messy. And Clare and Dale were spotted as recently as Tuesday, several days before this all went down, and then Clare got the rumors, gave him the boot, and she's back in Sacramento doing her thing, taking after her parents. So more information that Dale and Clare kissed once months ago. Dale told her they weren't together. It was while him and Clare weren't together. Nothing more happened. So the big question is, were they or were they not together? And for Abigail's sake, let's assume Abigail was an innocent bystander, thought he wasn't with her, maybe naive to think that she could hook up with him, or maybe he put all the moves on her. Who knows? But in the meantime, we're going to do that whole innocent till proven guilty. But because of this, here's the new information. Over the weekend, this is what Bennett had to say about Dale. Dale Moss is a stud through and through, and it's crazy to think how much we've been through in the last years. We both come from humble backgrounds and have worked so hard to get to where we are today. I've never lied to you about anything, and I hope you know I'm only besties with the real ones at this point. Fist pound. Now, for someone who went to Harvard, there's a lot wrong here. He says he's a stud through and through, and it's crazy to think how much we've been through. Now, that's proper grammar, I guess. It's just a little redundant. We need to choose different words. He's a stud through and through, and it's crazy to think how much we've encountered this year. I don't know, maybe just change the wording up. And then he also calls Dale a stud, which is not the word you want to use to defend your guy against possible cheating rumors. A stud is a young man thought to be very attractive sexually or regarded as a good sexual partner, a rugged, hairy-chested stud. A man who is notably viral, pandemic, and sexually active, a handsome man. And then, of course, the other definition of a stud is in the farming sense, an establishment where horses or other domesticated animals are kept for breeding, a stud farm, a stud horse. So calling a guy a stud is saying he's the one that's going to knock up all the ladies, right? We don't want that. So maybe you don't call it. Dale's like, maybe don't call me a stud. Call me a good human, maybe, but not a stud. So anyway, they've been through a lot, and I think it's important to know that you can have a buddy that's good to you, but maybe in the romance department, he's not good. Either way, Bennett comes through, probably the only one so far as I know, that has defended Dale. But like I said, I don't know about you guys, but I've got friends that have done bad things in relationships, cheated and the like, and divorce and things like that. And you can be a good person, but like be very flawed with what you're looking for. Because friends, you can keep your friends. You don't have to cheat on your friends. Whatever. But you can have good friendships, and then you guys get the point. You can. So Dale could be a good friend to Bennett, and he could have also cheated on Clare, or Dale could have been broken up with Clare and felt that it was perfectly morally fine to hook up with Abigail, or the thing with Abigail didn't happen at all, and it's pure rumors that Clare believed. My question is this: Would you end your relationship based off of just hearsay? You'd hope Clare wouldn't do that. You'd hope that she's got some more information. This is so weird. I've never lied to you. Who says that? Liars mostly. Didn't he commend Brendan for his honesty or whatever a few weeks ago too? Bennett, please. Men choose their boys always. How hard is it to tell your friends they were being a dick? Women do it to their girlfriends all the time. This guy does not have emotional intelligence. Don't worry, they don't need to. All the women their friends date are just crazy, so their friends can't be dicks, right? I don't know what humble backgrounds and working hard have to do with how they treat women. It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card for doing bad things. That's a good point. It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card. You can be a good guy with a hard life that you've lived, and either way, Bennetts Statement does nothing to neither defend Dale against the accusations or, it is what it is. It's a friend sticking up for a friend, but, there's probably a reason why a lot of these guys aren't making public statements, because it's like, we don't know what the hell went down. What if you find out that Dale's just got two sides to him? He's a bro's bro, and then he's a guy that's got this insatiable thirst. Who knows? Clare posted this over the weekend. Walking the dog. It takes a lot to bring me to my knees, but damn, this week has pushed me to that point. One thing I refuse to do, though, is stay down. I'll be damned. I think she spelled damned wrong. If I let it all take me out. So amidst all this, I'm taking steps, even if they are small. I will feed myself the right food, drink some water, and handle it the best I know how. I want you to know the messages of support and love from my Insta fam haven't gone unnoticed. And I'll be honest, I got a message from someone in this camp that says, thank you for the video you made. I don't think the videos that I'm making are hurting or adding any extra stress to the conversation that's already going on. That's why I can sleep morally knowing I'm covering this. Because it's like, look, it's out there. She tagged Abigail. There's truths that need to come out. It's messy. And they live in the, and I hate to use this as an excuse, but they live in sort of a public eye where they got married or got engaged on a TV show. And there's a huge audience, myself included, that wants to know what the heck went down. Now, we aren't entitled to knowing that, but it doesn't mean we can't have the curiosity. I almost encourage them to not share what went down. Although if they do, I'll be the first to report it. I'll literally push the dog out. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going to drop the groceries and get right here. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. F. Springer says, I hope she doesn't get back with Dale for a second time. Let's go to the best comments here and see what we have as far as comments go. And we'll read what you guys are saying about all this. In my comments, I'll say this. There seems to be a real divide. I don't know if it's 50-50 or 70-30. There's people that support Clare and understand she's gone through breast implant illness and the extraction of her breast implants, her breast explants. She's gone through her mom, who's in hospice, battling dementia and Alzheimer's. She made a video just a few days ago when the Dale Moss video broke about going through just tragedy, trauma, dealing with abuse at a young age. I mean, she's been through a ton, and we need to have empathy for those that have had a hard struggle in life. Just like you and I and other people have, we have to have empathy for each other. That just because we see someone on the face, like even Dale, you have to have empathy for him. We don't know exactly what's going on in his world, and we don't know if he cheated, if he was driven to a break. He obviously broke up with Clare, where he signed his breakup. Everyone made fun of it, posted it, and then she responded being like, this was news to me. And that wasn't a break. That was a break up. He paid paparazzi to come follow him. These aren't people with professional PR. Maybe they have that now, but there's a lot of mistakes being made out there. And we're kind of watching it going, oh boy, in the end, you want them to have happiness. And some people have said, Dave, why do you care so much that they work it out? And it's like, look, I don't want anyone to work it out and not be happy. If they're not meant to be, they're not meant to be. But I root for people to overcome their demons. That shouldn't be a crazy thought. I root for people to understand where they went wrong and forgive. You know, there's so many people out there that consider themselves Christians that don't practice the basic tenets of forgiveness. You know what I mean? Like forgiving people for wrongs that they've done. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean if Dale cheated on her, she should forgive him and they should just move on together. No, but my point is, so many of us out there have this badge of like, I'm a Christian, or I'm this, or I practice these values. And then they violate them day to day as they judge people who they think they have some sort of moral superiority over. So I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying I read the comments and I see people that go, oh, that would rather watch them suffer. And I go, no, not me. I don't know. I hope they both find happiness in whichever way they can. And I hope they move forward with their lives and spread more happiness. I think we all could use a little more happiness in our life. So she posts this. From experience, I know it is extremely difficult to speak publicly about sexual abuse, and I hope Clare is okay. Now, of course, like I said, several conversations are happening. She spoke about the abuse she had and actually had how her family sued the Catholic Church. I covered that in another video. You'll have to check back on that. That video is from like Wednesday or Thursday. So that maybe Thursday, Friday, whatever the video was. So that happened. Exactly. It sucks that this Dale stuff is overshadowing that because she had to say it was really important. I can't even imagine what she's going through with that story coming out, her mom being put on hospice in a breakup. And, she tagged Abigail in the photo, okay? And I'm not saying that because she tagged Abigail, she should be responsible for the windfall of people discussing this. But like, that is an active measure that that happened. If she didn't mean for it to happen, maybe she would have apologized. Sorry, I accidentally tagged Abigail. Nothing but love, XOXO. But no, she like tagged her in a photo that had nothing to do with her, seemingly, and then people put the pieces together. This is the same strategy that QAnon uses. Okay, now maybe I shouldn't have mentioned their name. I'm going to get probably demonetized now. But there are cults of thought that won't tell you how to think, but they'll put the answer so close to you. They'll be like, man, 3 plus 3 equals 7. And you're like, it equals 6. I know the answer. So Bachelor, does this make sense? Bachelor Nation being able to piece together the clues of Abigate was their way of getting rewarded with dopamine, going, we figured it out. And that almost makes you more invested. This is some like deep psychological stuff, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Should I go with another story here? I had one more story. You know what? I think I'm going to can the next story, and I think I'll leave it at that. Maybe you'll catch it on my Facebook page. I don't know about you guys, but my Facebook and Instagram are down right now. I think it might be a regional issue. It's not my cellular or Wi-Fi. They're both down on all my devices. So I had some more stuff I wanted to talk about in my Dave Neal's community Facebook group. Let's try to hit 1,000 followers over there today. And I'll share with you guys some extra content on Facebook if we can hit that. So go to Dave Neal's community on Facebook and join the group. And we'll continue discussing this. If there's any more information that comes out, by all means, I will let you know. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals and like this video, subscribe. And of course, that extra bonus content is on patreon.com/Dave Neal. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye, everybody.